Welcome back to Praktotech. Today, we are going deeper than ever before. We're breaking down 8 dashboard buttons that look simple, but actually control some incredible technology. Let's master your car together. Auto hold, *, we are starting with a feature that solves one of the biggest annoyances of daily driving, auto hold. You know how automatic transmissions have that natural creep tendency? The moment you lift off the brake, the car wants to roll forward. In heavy stop-and-go traffic, this means you are constantly fighting your car, keeping your leg muscles tense on the brake pedal for an hour straight. It's exhausting. When you activate the auto hold button, usually found near your electric parking brake, the car changes its behavior. When you come to a complete stop at a red light, the hydraulic braking system stays locked automatically. You can completely remove your foot from the pedal. The car sits perfectly still, brake lights on, waiting for you. It will not roll forward, and it won't roll back on a hill. The second you touch the accelerator, it releases instantly. It sounds like a small thing, but if you drive in the city, this feature reduces leg fatigue and stress massively. Once you get used to that freedom at red lights, you will never want to drive without it again. Park assist, * next. Let's talk about the park assist button. For a lot of drivers, parallel parking is the most stressful part of the day. You have traffic waiting behind you, you're trying to judge the distance, and you're worried about curbing your wheels. This system is basically a robot valet living in your dashboard. When you press this button while driving slowly looking for a spot, the car side sensors measure the gaps between parked cars. It tells you exactly when a spot is big enough. But the real magic happens next. You follow the on-screen prompt to stop and shift to reverse. And then the car takes full control of the steering wheel. You literally let go of the wheel. Your job is just to gently modulate the brake pedal to control the speed, while the steering wheel spins wildly on its own to calculate the perfect angle. It can squeeze you into tight spots that you might not even attempt manually. It uses precise geometry to ensure you are perfectly parallel to the curb, saving you from embarrassment and saving your rims from scratches. Auto start, stop, * number 3 is the auto start, stop off button, marked with an A inside a circle. This is one of the most controversial features in modern automotive history. Manufacturers install this to meet strict government fuel economy regulations. The idea is simple: if you aren't moving, you shouldn't be burning gas. So, at every red light, the engine cuts out. While this saves a tiny bit of fuel, it creates a few problems for the driver. First, there is the vibration and noise of the engine restarting every single time you want to move, which can feel unrefined. Second, there is a slight lag between pressing the gas and actually moving, which can be scary if you are trying to make a quick left turn into traffic. Third, when the engine dies, your AC compressor usually shuts off too, meaning the cabin starts getting hot in the summer. Pressing this button disables that entire system. It keeps your engine running smoothly 100% of the time, prioritizing your comfort and immediate throttle response over saving a few drops of fuel. Traction control, * now. Let's look at the traction control button. This system is your safety net. It constantly monitors the speed of all four wheels. If it detects that one wheel is spinning faster than the others, like on a wet patch or ice, it instantly cuts engine power or applies the brake to that wheel to stop the slip. You should keep this on for 99.9% of your life because it prevents you from losing control. So, why is there a button to turn it off? It is specifically for when you are stuck in deep snow, thick mud, or loose sand. In these conditions, you actually need the wheels to spin a little bit to dig in and find grip. If traction control is on, the computer senses the slip, cuts the power, and your engine just dies, leaving you stranded. By pressing this button to turn it off, you allow the wheels to spin freely. This lets you use the rocking method: gas, release, gas, release to build momentum and launch the car out of the hole. It is a recovery tool, not a driving mode. Remember to turn it back on the moment you are free. Lane keep assist, * 5th is lane keep assist. Distracted driving and fatigue are huge causes of accidents, and this feature is the antidote. It uses a camera mounted near your rearview mirror to scan the road ahead, specifically looking for painted lane markers. Think of it as an invisible hand on the steering wheel. If you start to drift out of your lane because you are looking at your GPS or changing the radio station, the system intervenes. It's different from a simple warning beep. This system actually applies physical torque to the steering wheel to nudge you back into the center of the lane. On a long road trip, this creates a phenomenon known as micro-correction reduction. You don't realize it, but you make thousands of tiny steering adjustments every hour to stay straight. This system handles a lot of that workload for you. By the end of a 6-hour drive, you feel significantly less tired because the car has been helping you stay on track the whole time. It's a true safety partner. Auto High Beam. Next up is the Auto High Beam button. If you have ever driven on a dark rural road, you know the high beam dance. You flip them on to see where you are going, then a car appears, and you frantically flip them off to avoid blinding the other driver. It is a constant mental distraction. This feature automates that entire process using an intelligent light sensor on your windshield. It treats light like data. It scans for the headlights of oncoming traffic and the red tail lights of cars in front of you. If the road is pitch black, it activates the high beams automatically, giving you the longest possible range of vision to spot deer or debris. But the millisecond it detects another car, it switches to low beams faster than a human ever could. It even recognizes city streetlights and dims the lights accordingly. It ensures you are always using the maximum amount of light safe for the current conditions, taking the burden off you and making the road safer for everyone else. 360 camera view. Number 7 is the 360 camera button, often just labeled cam. This is arguably the best parking innovation of the last decade. When you press this, the car doesn't just show you what's behind you. It stitches together video feeds from the front grille, the tailgate, and cameras under both side mirrors. The computer processes these for images to create a virtual bird's eye view looking down on your car from above. This completely eliminates blind spots. You can see exactly where your tires are relative to the curb, which is a lifesaver for protecting expensive alloy wheels from curb rash. You can also see if you are perfectly centered in a parking spot lines. More importantly, it shows you obstacles that are below your window line like a child's bicycle, a fire hydrant, or a low concrete bollard. It gives you total spatial awareness, making a large SUV feel as easy to maneuver as a small go-kart. It gives you the confidence to park in tight spaces without needing a spotter outside. Heated steering wheel. Finally, number 8 is the heated steering wheel button. Some people dismiss this as a frivolous luxury, but once you have it, it becomes an absolute necessity. In the dead of winter, the steering wheel is often the coldest part of the car interior. Gripping a freezing wheel sucks the heat right out of your body and makes your fingers stiff and numb. This button activates a heating element that wraps around the entire rim. Within 60 seconds, the leather becomes warm and comfortable. This has a genuine safety benefit. Warm hands have better dexterity and reaction times than frozen ones. It also means you don't have to drive while wearing thick, slippery wool gloves, which can reduce your grip and feel of the road. It allows you to have full tactile control of the vehicle immediately after starting the engine, rather than waiting 20 minutes for the air vents to warm up the whole cabin. It is the ultimate creature comfort that directly improves the driving experience. And there you have it, 8 features that prove your car is smarter than you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to Praktotech for more. Drive safe!